What's up, War Report family? It's your boy BWil, back with another edition of Betting with BWil. But before we get into today's content, you got to make sure you're going to our sponsor, BUSR.com. They got everything you need from sportsbook to casino and everything in between. So go there, BUSR.com/report. That's BUSR.com/RAPPORT. We want you to go there to make your bets with us, and we want them to know that we sent you. All right, let's get into it. All right, in my favorite matchup of the weekend, we got Texas A&M going to see Arkansas. It's not a road game per se for Texas A&M. It's a neutral site at Jerry's World, and I cannot wait to see what Jimbo does against a quality team this year. They finally get their first real test, and it's really at the worst possible time. They've got to play an SEC team with the most hype and energy by far since the start of the season. Arkansas looks like they're for real, people, which sucks because we got to play them too. But we'll worry about that later. They're Jimbo's problem right now. More specifically, there's Zach Calzada's problem. It wasn't supposed to be him in the spotlight. It was supposed to be Haynes King. And if Haynes King had played 3 full games, this game would feel different. But Calzada isn't ready for the big time, and A&M is still trying to figure the running game out with a retooled offensive line. Neither QB can pass efficiently, and both defenses are stiff against the run. It'll be a defensive struggle, and Arkansas winning straight up is what I think is going to happen. So of course I feel comfortable with the 5 points they're giving me. Give me Arkansas to cover +5 and the under 47. All right, so our Auburn Tigers, they come home to lick their wounds and get ready for conference play with their matchup against Georgia State. Poor Georgia State. They caught us at the wrong time. A good team looking to correct its mistakes is a nightmare for the next opponent, and Georgia State isn't good enough to put up a fight against us anyway. They just made a QB change to a guy that isn't a very good passer. If this guy was a prolific passer, I'd be worried about the cover, but I'm not. We have the benefit of being played a little bit weaker than we should because of the Penn State loss, so they've got us as a 4 TD favorite. This line should be 5 TDs in my opinion, but let's not tell Vegas that. This is one of the few times where we take the home team without hesitation. Big W for Auburn this weekend by 27. All right, so those are the 3 picks that I like a lot this weekend. What do you think? My pick 3s have been bad these last 2 weeks, even though the overall picks are better. That's why I'm going to encourage you, if you aren't, become an insider. See the full slate. Pick and choose which ones work best for you. You can do that by finding that join button on our YouTube page. But even if you don't want to do that, hopefully this week's pick 3 does us a little better justice. You know, I bet those pick 3s too. My pockets are hurting a little bit. But for everything you need, Auburn football related, you know where to keep it. Right here on the War Report, baby. War Eagle.